What's up, world? You already know what it is. We got another banger for you today. And today's banger, we got for the trade of the day, we got Tesla. You know I love Tesla, all right? You don't have to trade 18 different stocks every day. You could trade the same 2 to 3 stocks and go make a crazy amount of money, all right? So what we did today was we rode Tesla, and we rode Tesla to the downside, all right? We got in some puts. Lately, I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've been riding puts to the downside a lot lately just because there's a lot of fake outs and reversals and stuff like that. So we rode it to the downside. So what we did was we made $367.71. And we made that in less than 4 minutes, in about 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I got 2 contracts. Each contract was $10.81. That was my fill price. And that's about like 22,000, yeah, like 2,100. And then we sold them for $12.65 and we made $367. And I was in the trade for less than 4 minutes. So we made $367 in 4 minutes, right? So, and this was my last trade of the day. We hit Palantir too. But what I'm gonna go over today is a lot of times when I was in the beginning phases, I would get into a stock and then I'm thinking it's going up and then that bitch go down. And then I get out and I lose $100, $200, $300 and then it goes back up. And I'm so frustrated. I'm like, man, what is going on? Why does this keep happening? And I don't like losing. So I'm like, all right, let's really figure this out. And over time, I got it. So I'm going to break that down today. So this is going to help you with your entries, but also it's going to help you not getting faked out, right? So we're going to go to the charts and we're going to break it down for you, all right? So let's get it. All right, boom. So right here, we got Tesla. So first thing, so yesterday's video, I talked about gap fills. Yesterday's Tesla closed at 405.83 and it opened at 414.43. So Tesla gapped up. Now the stock market is always trying to balance itself. So whenever a stock gaps up, it has to fill the gap, which means that the price has to come down so that it could balance out before it goes up or before it keeps going down. So I saw that and I was like, all right, I'm going to look out for Tesla filling this gap today. But I saw it going up. I ain't mess with it. The reason why I did not mess with it is because it was kind of stalling out right here, chilling, and then it went up. I don't like, this is not a setup to me, right? This is a risk because you don't really know where it's really going to go. So at any second, it could reverse. So that's not a setup. That's just spraying and praying. So, and here's a key. Write this down right here, right? Never get into a play in the middle of a big ass thick candle like this, because it will reverse on you fast, or it'll be a wick, and then you'll be asked out of some money, right? Happens all the time. Also, whenever you see a big green candle or a big red candle, this is called an insufficiency. This stock went up way too fast in a short period of time. So the stock has to balance itself out and it has to correct. And that's why the stock came right back down, right? Now, I see a couple things, which is why I got in. So Tesla went up here. It rejected two times with 2 different candles off this level. Boom, came down here. I wasn't looking at Tesla right here because I was already inside of Palantir. And I hit them for like 160. So what happened was, came down here. Now check this out. This candle right here tells it all. This candle right here is an indecision candle. And then this let me know what was really going on. So what happened was, think about it psychologically. The stock runs up and then it comes down. This doji candle shows up and that's an indecision. So the stock doesn't know which direction it wants to go. So it plays around and it goes up, right? Okay, but it gets rejected. This is the high of day. This is a lower high. So what did that tell me? It came down. So the stock was trying to come down because it was trying to fill this gap that we talked about from yesterday. But the indecision faked it out and it made the stock go up, but it got rejected at a lower level. So that shows me weakness. So I was like, all right, perfect. So once it was here, I was already out of my other play and I was like, all right, let me do this. Boom. So now here's where it got saucy. So I saw 2 candles on the 5-minute time frame, both red candles. They're signaling downward pressure. This green line is the VWAP. If the stock is above the VWAP, you want to look at calls. If the stock is below the VWAP, you want to look at puts to the downside. So it was already below the VWAP, but I didn't just get in right here. And let me tell you why. Because we got these EMAs right here, exponential moving averages. This is my 21 and this is my 9. Whenever the 21 is above the 9, that is a downtrend. So as we can see right here, they were getting ready to cross over. And sometimes what stocks do is, no matter what the trend is, it could be up or down. In this scenario, it's a downtrend. So the stock was going down. Stocks don't just go down and they don't just go up, right? They go like this, as we can see. So after this candle, I didn't just get in right here. I was patient because I was like, all right, I know most likely before it crosses over and the downtrend really begins, I am going to wait until it tests this because it could reverse. It could go back up. So I wanted to make sure it didn't go up before I got in, right? So it tested these EMAs, and as you can see, this is a wick right here, a shadow. So it faked out the rookies, went up here. I got in about right here because it wasn't going up, and there was too many other reasons why the stock was going to go down. So I got in right here, which was my entry. It came up a little bit. I was down like negative $30. And then what happened? Bloop, right? Started coming down. Boom. And then this candle opens up, tried to go here, tried to test the 9 EMA to see if it was going to go up. It did not. And then what happens? Goes down. And then what do? I get out right here. And that's literally how we made $367, right? I know because that's 4 candles. That's about 20 minutes right there. So we do for some type of choppiness or something. And then look what happens. It starts to consolidate for 20 minutes. And it starts to chop around. I didn't want to be caught in that. Me personally, I like being in and out of plays. I like being in and out of plays. I don't like getting caught in all of this rubbish right here, right? I want to be in plays like this. I want to be in plays like this, right? To the downside. If it's the upside, I want it to look very similar to that, right? I don't want to be in plays like, I want to be in plays like this. I don't want to be trading and then be around here. That's misery to me. That's like hell on earth, damn near, right? Because you don't know which way it's going to go for real. So stay away. When you seeing all of this, stay away from that. When you see this, don't get in right here. You could, but you don't, like the move is kind of already there. You got to understand the psychology. You want to get in at the beginning of the move. That's why you got to understand how to read these candlesticks so you can see what it's telling you, right? So there was a couple reasons why I got in. I knew we had to fill the gap. It rejected off of this level. There was a lower low right here. It was under the VWAP. And then the EMAs were about to cross over to the downside. That's so many reasons why I got into the downside. As you can see right here, because the trading day is still going on, these EMAs crossed over. Now the 9 is on top and the 21 is at the bottom. And now look what's happening. This is now an uptrend, right? And Tesla is now going up. So it might go up to about right here to test. If it breaks through here, it could get back to here and then here, right? Because these are levels where it got rejected off of previously, right? So that is a EMA reject. That's what happened. It rejected off of the EMAs and then it went down, and that's how I was able to make that money. Same thing happened with Palantir, right? Same thing happened. I tried to get in right here, but it was going down so fast I didn't get filled, right? So I waited a little bit till it was about right here, and then I got out right here. And as you can see, it reversed. So I got a small piece of this move. If I would have been able to get in right here off of this rejection, I would have made probably like 1,000. But it's okay, because we did smooth today, right? So never get in trades when you see these big ass fat candles. Because look, big red candle and then a big green candle, like immediately right after. That's too risky for me. I want to see a balance in the market when I'm in a trade. I don't want to see, oh, I'm getting in right here on this red candle to the downside. No, it's going to fake you out. This is an insufficiency. It has to balance out. If you could go to any stock, any chart, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same, right? So that is today's trade of the day. And that's how we busted down $367 in 4 minutes. I really want to focus on the skill set and the execution, right? I am so focused on the execution of the trade rather than how much money I made, because the money's going to come. The money is going to come. But focus on the execution rather than how much money you're making, and focus on your risk management, and also make sure that you keep your losses very small. Because if you get out of a trade and you down 2%, you could get back in another trade and go make 8% and recover. It's easier to make 8% than it is, and recover from a loss than it is to have to make 40% because you took a 30% L, right? So you got to be strategic with this stuff, and you got to think and understand psychology, right? Whatever a regular person would fall for, you got to do the opposite as a trader so you could be profitable, right? So yeah, man, that's how we busted down Tesla today in a couple minutes. And always remember that a lot of trading is waiting and being patient, because I'll be in these trades for a couple minutes, but the know-how is one thing, and also the patience and letting it develop. And it took me some time to learn how to let plays develop. In the beginning, man, I wasn't letting shit develop. I was just going in. I'm like, woo, like we on a roller coaster, but no more, right? We surgical with this, right? So that's the trade of the day. I hope that helped you, and I hope that helps you with your trading. All right. Always remember, get out of your head and get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. I'm going to see you on the next video. Peace.